Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey folks, welcome back to the show. Today's guest is a senior business consultant in Southern California, bringing strategic insights and solutions to help businesses grow. Please welcome Randir Singh. Randir, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Darren.
And so how did you get into consulting, right?
So my major step into consulting got back in when COVID hit, right? I was a data analyst, but I also wanted to do something back for the community. Every time you see people struggling, community struggling, businesses struggling, I did want to reach out and help out in whatever way it was possible for me. Number one thing that I saw with small little businesses struggling with was not knowing what the best price for an individual product would be and where they could get it from. Everything has a bottom line. That's data. Being into that field, I was like, no, this is the time period to go out there, help out people. That's what initially got my foot out there.
And so getting into the consulting space with an emphasis on data, a lot of times people come into you asking hey, this is our business and this is where we're trying to get to. How can we maybe streamline this, and what processes can we take advantage of to move maybe a little bit quicker than we're moving?
So currently, if I'm looking back at 2021, it was a completely different story. If you're looking at 2025, it is a completely different ball game, right? With the help of AI, data is evolving, and I started into data analytics or getting into junior analytics back in 2012, and now the game is completely different. I have evolved along with it. Let me give you a quick backstory, right? Have you seen those big crock pots and stuff? They had multiple options of cooking. One of them said hot air cooking.
Yeah.
And nobody really looked at it. But as soon as they took out an air fryer, everyone was like, this is the thing, let's jump on this. But it was just a one sub product of the entire thing.
Right.
Same thing, machine learning is huge, which takes data and everything's in place with it. But AI is just a subsection of it. Nobody was ever interested in machine learning because everyone just took out a sub portion and called it AI, and everyone's like, this is the new thing. And I'm like, it is, but it's just normal NLP, NLG, that's all just happening. Before, we were living in the space of binary, ones and zeros. Same thing, alphabets also get assigned those same binaries because we still don't have complete quantum and stuff with computers yet. So the same thing is being assigned. The same way they're just taking those terminologies and stuff and breaking it down. It's just called natural language generation, where they're all breaking down and getting you. And if today I had to go and ask someone on Google, hey, please give me this. Number one thing that everyone needs to understand is Google's not giving you the right or the wrong answer. It's giving you the most optimal answer. Right? Majority is saying this, that's what every AI tool is going to give you. It's not going to give you here's the right answer. No, this is what the majority of the population think is right. So number one for your business, going back to your question, what process or anything that a business needs to look into? Number one, what is the biggest problem that they're facing?
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
And second, in your environment or your area, we check that whether anyone else is facing the same problem or not. Third, what's working in your neighborhood? And if we don't find any of these three answers, then what we say is we try the hook or crook method and stuff like small tweaks in your business that have previously worked with others. But we usually tend to get the results in the first three, like seeing like these are the patterns that are working for someone, these are not the patterns that are working in your environment. This is what we can help your business.
I want to ask you about which verticals or which industries you've seen a lot of your clients come from, and maybe where do you see some growth opportunities, or where do you see business consulting maybe scaling into other areas where it might not currently be in, right?
I think when you involve data into your consultancy, you're like a very narrow field, right? When it comes down, but if you're looking at it, it's so broad that every single industry is involved. Every single industry is involved. I have a company called Real Ganga that I'm tied up with, right? Yeah, completely with them. And then we have another company that is with the real estate that we're tied up with. I had stopped this for 6 months because I had a newborn, so I had no time
Sure.
at all to like give it to this piece of work. And I have like other venues or like other businesses that I've commitment to. But before that, I had like a couple of CEOs that were tied up with me, and like anyone that wants quick results, I was okay to give my service to. Had like two CEOs of different companies, and I can't go into that matter. Sorry about that, but I had like
Sure.
big venture capitalists. Like we even had travel agency that needed our support, and they were part of Sabre. Sabre is a travel tourism company that gives you like good packages, and
Mhm.
we have worked with the city as well. Like we worked with PNG a little while ago, and different companies, whatever needed our services, we provided it to them. And like there were big individuals inside the company. Imagine, right? I'll give you a quick story of like, if you imagine if you're the very high tier CEO and you want to go out and in an hour and give a meeting presentation, we used to even offer those services. Like you can come to us within 30 minutes or whatever you need. We'll break it down into the data perspective, give you the top three hitters. So that way you can walk into the room in an hour with full confidence. You don't have to tangle with millions of rows of data. We're just giving you the results, what you need to step into the room and talk about.
I want to ask you about your niche data, right, as it relates to consulting, right? I think people can have consulting from many different areas, right? But when it comes to data, oftentimes people are sitting on lots of information and not certain, how to utilize it and how to capitalize it. At what point would you say, Randir, it's critical to understand your data? If you're looking at a startup business, do you need to know the data from day one, or is it when you reach a certain number of gross revenue?
Completely depends. So if you're a brand new business, you need to know more than knowing your data because you're brand new, you need to know your competitors' data. We're going to provide you with those insights. We help people like, hey, these are what your competitors are doing. And you want to pick up the good sides and eliminate the bad sides. So your probability of failing automatically decreased by 50%. And you need to actually start revolving into your data from day one. You need to is collect the data. If you're not collecting any data, you're already putting yourself on a chance to failure. As we have seen a lot of CEOs and like, they just want to do everything by themselves, and they want to track the data, they want to read the data, and they're like, oh, there's so many AI tools, we just shove it in and we'll get the results back. By all means, you can definitely do that. But again, it's not going to give you what you can do better, it's only going to give you what you're doing. That's where the biggest difference between a consultancy and a chatbot or anything that comes in. Like they're never going to come and tell you what you need to do. They're only going to tell you what you're doing. And for that, you're going to go crazy filling up the data by yourself manually for so many hours.
I think you talked about competitor data, which is an interesting point, right? Oftentimes we think about data and we're focused on what we're doing. But if we zoom out a little bit and we see the playing field, studying the competition, understanding competitors' data is as beneficial, if not more in many cases, right?
Guaranteed.
So what's that
Guaranteed.
process like for them?
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
So with our best thing, the new client that we just signed up, Real Ganga, right? For their market research to like, let's say, for example, anywhere their competitors are, like, I would say for water softener, Culligan is one of the biggest players out there. Um, but a water softener game is like how solar was in 2022 or 2021. Everyone kind of needed it, but wasn't completely aware about it. And people who are in 25 or 25 are too late into it. Same thing with the water softener. It's pretty new. People need it, but they don't really know if they need it. And the same thing, we're helping them with like all the market research. And if Culligan's already present heavily in an area, we like do not enter this area because Culligan's heavily promoting their product over there. You can succeed, but you're going to be paying a lot more to succeed in that area if there's high competition. Try to look into another region where Culligan's not promoting too well or not doing really well. You might want to pick this area so that you can build your market without like any competition. Like a quick example of someone that one of my friends told me is like, how does sales work best? And I was like, sales work best because of law of averages. 3 out of 10 is always going to say hi, right? And one out of them is bound to go with you. Like if you're a good salesman, you can, out of 10 people, one is a guarantee sale. And how better you keep getting, the number of sales out of those 10 increase, right? And imagine if you go to an area already, like if you wanted to sell solar today, you knock on a house, oh, we're here for solar, we're here for solar. Everyone already got it. They already got it. You cannot sell them anything. You can only upsell. Now your probability just decreased massively. But imagine if someone just routed you in an area, hey, bro, new houses, brand new construction, this is the area that you should go and hit. Brand new buyers, all new and energized buyers, like, they paid massive for the houses and stuff. Nobody would mind paying $100 or $200 extra a month because the bills are going crazy with Edison. Knock on those doors. Every potential person who walks out is a potential customer. Your closing rates are high. Your market research, which was given to you, is optimal for you. Like, hey, this is the place I'm going to go get a solution from.
Now, when folks are looking at competitor data, they're looking at their own data, they're trying to maybe pivot or figure out where to go to next. Is there ever a case where it might be advantageous to go to an area where there is an established presence because therefore people may know, about the vertical, right? And so they may be comfortable with the idea.
You want to do that in the case where you want to see what strategies are working. Like, for example, for a few of our clients, we do go and do market research when they want in-person research because we don't just come and tell you, hey, this is working. We probably have to study it, find it out. Like, imagine, like, if one company comes and says their sales are skyrocketing in this area, we want to jump into that area. But wait a minute, let us actually see what is actually working for them, right? Because sometimes what happens is like, hey, sometimes like if you talk about social media and marketing, right? Sometimes instead of positive marketing, negative marketing works. Be like, don't click on this, don't click on this, don't click on this if you want to make money. People are like, oh shit, I want to make money. That's the urgency, right? Sometimes it's not about what they're doing, it's about why they're doing it and how they're doing it matters way more. Like the best out of the best $1 billion idea that I ever explain anyone is Netflix with their advertisement billboard, taking a huge billboard and just literally putting like what, like 10 letters or something on it, or like upside down. And that had nothing to do with the show, nothing to do like or way like how they can get it. It was just like a quick thing meme where like people who actually watched it would know it. But that just generated so much curiosity in people that they're, oh my God, what are they talking about? And everyone who didn't even watch Strangers Thing, they know what I'm talking about, right? Like
Yeah.
everyone was like, what's this? What's this? And everyone's getting more curious. Curiosity increases the talk about it.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
Right? And the same thing happened with Game of Thrones, right? Like if you see that pattern or anything, the entire thing depended on data. Like whoever you think is probability of winning, dies. Winning, dies. Winning, dies. They kept doing that until fans got caught on, and then they stopped doing that, and then they started collaborating towards the end, right? Those are the small things, like, you want to, it's about catching people's attention, creating their curiosity. If you know how they're doing it, you might as well do it to your business as well. Like
Ron,
biggest Kickstarter, sorry about that.
No,
Right?
that's okay. I was gonna say we are coming up on time here. I know that you're involved in a number of businesses as a consultant, and also our audience may be curious to reach out to you if they maybe are in SoCal or outside and are looking at consulting services. Where can folks go to maybe get in contact with you or learn a little bit more about the work that you're involved in?
So we have dsdconsultancy.com where everyone can go right now. Since I started it back after 7 months, so we're still like tweaking up our website a little bit, so it should be up shortly. And you can personally reach out to me at Randhir Singh on my Instagram handle, or we are also on TikTok as well, explaining like young entrepreneurs or young people who want to get into analytics field. We help them out from scratch, because right now, like I would say, like job market's tough, right? For all the young folks, like a lot of my friends reach out to me like, hey, job market's very tough, and I tell them it is. I'm not gonna lie. But you have to be so much proactive compared to what you were before. Because
Yep.
if you're not making it. That's bound to happen. You're never gonna make it through if you're not proactive. You have to step up your game. Imagine if you were putting, like back in 2020, if I was doing that one click easy apply on LinkedIn, I would easily click like 500 of them in a day, and I would get like 20 replies. Now they don't exist anymore.
Right.
You keep on clicking like crazy. Even if you click 1,000 times, you're not going to get the response. Now the game's changed. Now you don't want people are not coming to you or the other. You're not rushing behind them. Now entire thing is how your portfolio looks like. Now you see your portfolio. Okay, this is the guy I want to buy into. Make a good LinkedIn profile for all the young people out there. Make sure you're like everything out there, you're putting it out. Like, this is what I'm worth. This is why you want to hire me. If you cannot, there are people who are already doing it, right? And they're succeeding in it. There are still jobs out there, but are you the right fit or not? They're never going to know without even talking to you. So how are you going to get that first talk with them? Is through a good presentation of yourself on social media. Like LinkedIn is the number one for job hunts. And if you're a young TikToker or anything, and your profile needs to tell who you really are or what you're trying to get into.
Randhir, thank you so much for coming on the show here today.
Anytime. But yeah, but for anyone out there, for all the people, like, follow us and like us. And if you want easy solution, you can always contact us. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com To learn more, if you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.